So it's the middle of February here in Chicago, and of course that means we're talking about the weather all the time. Something I noticed this week as I was talking with clients is that a lot of times we hold perfect days or like summer days as the standard or what should be happening. And so when we find ourselves in February and the weather is what it is, if we're holding what is perfect or what is standard as the perfect summer day, then we're really setting ourselves up for disappointment. And I started thinking about how we do this in our lives too, how we can hold happiness or being in a great mood or having a lot of energy as the standard or what should be happening, and how that's not really fair to ourselves, it's not very gracious, and it's really not realistic because it's just not what happens in nature. We go through seasons, there are ebbs and flows, we have more sunlight and we have less sunlight, we have cold weather and warm weather. It happens in nature where there are animals that hibernate in the winter and are busy in the warmer months. And it happens for us personally. And so shifting our relationship to what is standard or what we expect can really have a profound effect on how we experience our lives. An example that came up for me as I was thinking about this was a recent trip that I took to Sri Lanka. And on the first leg, I was really fortunate to be upgraded to business class. And just for those of you who don't know me, business class is not my normal mode of transportation. So it was an exceptional experience. It was really a wonderful treat and really lovely. So from Chicago to London, I was in business class, and then we changed planes. And then on the flight from London to Sri Lanka, I was not in business class. And not only was I not in business class, but I was in the center of the 4 seats in the center of the aircraft. So the center of the center, in between 2 people, for I think it was about a 12 or 14 hour flight. So I noticed in that experience the narratives that came up for me of what was standard or what I maybe had gotten used to in business class. And when I was really attached to that narrative or to how nice that was and how different that was from now, I could feel the anxiety come up in me. I could feel the discomfort. I could feel the dissatisfaction. And so what I did was simply notice that coming up, and then I did my best to come back to being with what was in that moment. Even throughout the flight, there were times when I wanted to be sleeping and I wasn't sleepy and I couldn't sleep. And so letting go of the narrative of what would be perfect, what should be happening, the standard of sleeping, letting go of that allowed me to I had that happen. I didn't do this perfectly, but I noticed it, and then I came back to, okay, if I can't sleep, what can I do? Maybe I can read, watch a movie, relax, meditate, try and do things to take care of myself. So the standard, again, here isn't being perfect, isn't never being dissatisfied with what's going on. The standard we want for ourselves is to come back to being present, to notice when we are comparing what's happening right now with an idea of what should be happening or some idea of perfection for ourselves. And this holds true when we're experiencing sadness, when we have less energy, when we're not feeling motivated to achieve our goals. We can be curious about those things, and we can create space to be with that. Maybe that's pointing to something. Maybe it's time to give ourselves a break and take it easy for a little bit, and then check back in with ourselves. As long as we're really attached to what should be happening, then we're judging where we are, and it doesn't leave space to be present with what comes up for us and to honor our current experience. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you have a great day. Take good care.